I love this fun DIY. What did I use? I finally found pumpkins without any design. The smaller ones I got from Target, but they also had it at Dollar Tree. And then I also got the larger pumpkins from Dollar Tree. So exciting, great times all the way around. So I did an acrylic pouring on these pumpkins. I think it's awesome and great for fall. And you can actually leave these pumpkins, in your house, in your home, up throughout the month of December if you like. The colors of every fall, like, oops, you see that? Hilarious. Sometimes they don't stay on the cup, but I worked it out. I worked it out. That's why I kept the stems inside of those particular smaller pumpkins, because it's easier to handle, but they do just basically come out by unscrewing them, and then you can plug them back in. You'll see later I actually put the stem for the large pumpkin back in because it's just easier to handle. So again, my pour is pancake batter, like, not on the thick side, but on the thin side, but not super watery, like some runny grits. You don't want runny paint, right? You want it to have a little bit of thickness to it where it can slowly kind of run down. The item that you are pouring on top of, I have my popsicle sticks, I have my paint cups, these little cups I bought from the 99-cent store, and then on the side I have my yogurt cups. I love the metallic liquid metal paints. They are great. Only one of my mixtures were thick. Like, that's thick. You see, that's thick right there. I should have thinned that out a lot more, but it's fine. It's going to run down. And then I'll add another color that has more of a liquid consistency, and it'll move that paint around, right? And this is fun. I'm super excited. Usually it takes me a longer time, but I had an idea about what I wanted, and I had all my supplies out the day before, and I mixed my paints. That was the thick one. That one still had clumps. But again, it's fine because it's going to run down because this is circular shape. It's going to run down and off, and then with my colors, it's going to push those colors out towards the bottom and off. But I tell you often, I really do enjoy, watching paint blend. I love pouring because the paint just does this beautiful thing, some of which you can control and some of which you can, and that's the reason why I love it. Also, if you're liking this video, make sure you leave a comment and share it so someone else can see it, and maybe this is something that they want to try. So my goal is to have a few pumpkins for next year. So I'm actually going to go back to Dollar Tree in hopes that they still have stuff and buy like 10 more pumpkins. They're not super pricey, and then create a set out of them. Actually, when I was talking to somebody, this young man that I know, and he was like, "Oh, are you selling this as a set?" And I didn't even think about it. Just so engulfed in the process, but I will make more sets this month, actually, and in the month of October. Fall season, pumpkin season. Somebody said at first they look like little apples. That's pretty fun. And this is something that you can do in your home. I've done this with a NYCHA, I think it was Saturday Night's Light program, with the organization I used to work with, and it's messy, but you tell your participants. I always had gloves. You cover the table, try to get a smock, because this is glue and water, right? Glue, water, and then it's acrylic paint. So that combination probably is not the best on your clothes. So, tell people come prepared, and I'll have some of my supplies. This is a really awesome group activity. You don't necessarily have to use a medium. You can just use acrylic paint and water. I've never tried that on anything else, maybe other than a canvas, that mixture. But I'm willing to try it to see if it would show up on other items. I probably would have to paint those items white before doing the water acrylic pouring on top. But I feel like a little scientist, everyone. I'm a scientist. But it's fun. And to me, Sergeant Art paints have more of a liquid base to me. Like, it's more liquidable, watery than some of the other paints that may be like a hard body. So they mix well with the medium, right? And when you're mixing your medium, I don't know if anybody else knows this, or has figured this out, when you're mixing your medium with glue all, because glue has a white hue to it, you really want to mix it, make sure the pigment in the actual paint shows up. If your paint and glue water mixture is more on a whiter side, then you need to continue to mix more, because then the colors won't show. And what I like about the liquid metals is that the color, the pigment in these liquid metals is everything. I love it. Like, I can do this all day, like throughout my day, just do pours. I think it's amazing. Now, I will tell you that I did take that the pour that was left on as the canvas that is underneath the pumpkins, but I feel like I want to do a little bit more to it, maybe do another pour on top of that, so you'll see that in like part 2. But this is for my pumpkin season, and you'll see a lot more of whatever pumpkins DIYs that I do, that I will be creating for the remainder of September and October. And if you haven't, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you're liking what you're seeing, okay? If you're liking what you're seeing. And if you got an opportunity to check out my other pumpkin video, that I made these cute small little pumpkins using a balloon, pillow stuffing, and yarn. I think the most challenging thing is just getting this stuff inside the balloon, but you got this. So I'm gonna definitely plug that in. So make sure you check that out. Let me know if you tried it already. But it was rather simple. It was fun. I loved it. I think they were adorable. But I like a lot. I have these clear cups, of clear containers, really small, that I got from the 99-cent store around my block, and you can wash those out when you're done and reuse them for next time. So majority of my cups that I'm doing pouring on, I don't toss, just depending on how much, I don't know, not damage, but how much glue gets stuck on there. And you just continue to mix. Similar to when you have resin, very, very similar. You are kind of reworking that process. You're finding what works for you. You're picking the colors, that you enjoy the most. That's what I have learned as well. But you see that metallic? Do you see that? The liquid metal Sargent Art excites my life. I really like this company mainly for that. Mainly for the liquid metals that they have. And I bought it from Amazon. I purchased this from also Sargent Art directly. I go get a bundle set. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 6, and all the liquid metals are very vibrant. Now I've used other companies of metallic paints, but I enjoy this one the most. And you'll see that in a few of my pieces. If you see, say, a color, that you're not feeling too much, that's okay. You put another color on top, and some of that color will wash away. And I have my other camera over there, recording so that I can get to different angles. But in this particular one, you're just gonna get this angle. I use like, say, that other size for when I'm posting on Instagram, when I do my reels. So I'm always working on these different angles. Definitely a work in progress. I just seen this paint pour. How many other people enjoy just seeing the paint like pour and fall off the canvas and create this design that one doesn't even know what would occur? Would you ever see yourself like trying a pour? If so, let me know. We can do like a group pour, right? We can discuss some of the ways that we can do it. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't completely stuck to the bottom, because you will have a hard time separating it. You will have a hard time trying to separate that, you know, if you don't shift some things around. And you definitely want to let it dry. You know, I stepped out to go to work, so process wasn't too bad. But letting it dry is key. And look at the finished results. They actually came out gorge. I've never done a pour on pumpkins before, so this was my first time. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment.